Hi there.
Hi. 안녕하세요. 저는 자나카입니다. 그리고
Did we start?
are we filming now?
Oh, okay. So, buongiorno.
Today we're going to be talking about onomatopoeia. And onomatopoeia is basically just words that sound like the sounds, like boom or crack or hiss. So we're going to be talking about
Or sensational.
sensational.
That's a sound that anything awesome
It
makes.
can be. In 2020 it can be.
Thank you for backing me up. Do I have something on my face?
You have
All right.
crumbs and stuff.
Cut.
A lot of dry skin, maybe. Is that what it is?
You know what it is?
I don't think they can see it on there, though.
I put lotion. Yeah, you can't see it. So
Okay.
what she said that is in my face, it doesn't matter.
Okay. And so today we're going to be talking about some animal sounds, noise sounds, and also some human sounds in Italian and Korean. And we're going to compare them and see how Italian speakers and how Korean speakers differ in how they hear these sounds and what they make these sounds out to be in a word. So our first word, let's start with some animals. Dog. So a dog in English says woof woof, but in Italian,
Bow bow. But do they really say woof ever?
well, they don't say woof. It's just I guess it's just how we think the sound is in a word.
Howie is actually closer to what a dog says. Howie. But woof is a word. But bow, I think, is better. And that's how we say that in Italian.
How
How do I
does
say it in Korean?
In Korean, it's mung mung.
Oh.
So M-U-N-G, mung mung. Mung mung.
Dogs in Korea are weird. Mung mung? I think it's because they're all wearing some kind of face covering in
How
Korea.
does an
They're very
old-
safe dogs.
An old Italian dog say woof.
They all sound like the Godfather.
Yes. And cats in English say meow, and in Korean they go yaung, yaung, and in Italian,
Mao. Mao.
so when bugs or bees are buzzing or flying around, English speakers hear buzz, buzz, buzz. But in Korean, we hear pung pung, pung pung, pung pung, or wing wing, wing wing.
I'm pretty sure that if any insect made those noises, it's about to die. Oh, you know when they hit the glass when they're trying to get down, pung pung.
Maybe that's
pung.
what it is. Pung. And in Italian, bugs say
In Italian,
zzz.
zzz. It's zzz. There's no buzz. There's no B in front of it. It's just zzz, like a very heavy S, which is interesting because in Italian, no Z's make a Z sound. Only the S makes a Z sound. Z's make a D sound, like a Z. Fun fact.
Chicks in Italian, what do little chicks say?
Oh, I know this because I have children. They say pio pio, pio, spelled P-I-O. Pio pio.
In Korean, they say yak, 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 yak.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not bad.
The little cheepy sound.
It's not as cute as pio pio though.
No, it's not.
Yap yap.
And what do their moms, the chickens, say? I think we're the same for this
yeah, this one is we're in agreement.
Korean goes kokadek, kokadek, kokadek.
Yeah, and in Italian we say cocode, cocode, but the roosters say kikiriki, kikiriki, which is interesting because the word ki means who. So they're like who, kikiriki.
Mice. So mice in English, they just squeak.
They're not saying corn.
Their noise is just like a squeaky sound, but in Korean it's chick 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 chick.
Cheek, cheek? Like cheek?
Chick chick chick. Yeah.
No, like in Italian, I think that they've stolen the word from English. Because, somebody with a Lexus that wants us to know that they drive a Lexus. It's okay. Sorry. In English, the word that describes a mouse sound is squeak. I think, right? Did they squeak?
Squeak. Our
It
final
works.
animal word is frog, and in English we all know frogs ribbit, but in Korean, 개고, 개고, 개고.
Yeah. In Italian, our frogs sound kind of harsh in Italian. I feel like I'm at a quiz that I'm not prepared for because I didn't read your
What
book.
is a frog in Italian?
Krah, krah.
There's also some noise sounds that we have, just a couple of, like a kiss. Like in English, a kiss sounds like mwah, mwah.
Oh.
And actually in Korean, there's an actual word for a kiss on the cheek. It's called a 뽀뽀. So if you say 뽀뽀 주세요, it's like kiss me on the cheek. I want a kiss on the cheek. And that sound would be 쪽. So 쪽 is the little kiss on the cheek sound.
I don't like it.
And in Italian, is there a kiss sound in Italian? Is it just the chef's kiss? Is that
This in Italian wouldn't really be used for a kiss. This means WTF in Italian.
oh
So you could say it if a stranger kissed you and you're like, oh, why'd you kiss me? But the kiss is very similar to English, I think. It's just moi. Moi. But we just say the word kiss. We say bacioni all the time. I don't think we should do that in English. Kiss, kiss. No. We just go like that.
And snoring. In English, it's just. I think we actually
Snore.
make the snore sound. We don't
Yeah.
actually have a sound for it. But in Korean, it's 드르렁, 드르렁, 드르렁. Now that one, I don't know why it's 드르렁.
That's a robot sleeping.
드르렁, 드르렁.
I think they don't want to offend
That's what
anybody.
it is.
They don't want to really.
Maybe it's a cute snoring.
Yeah, everything is cute there.
It's like a soft. 드르렁, 드르렁.
I like the Italian version better because it sounds more animalistic. It's ronfare. And it's
Ronfare.
ronfare. Ronfare is the verb to snore. Ronfare is to snore.
Ronfare. That's a strong snore.
Yeah. Well,
It's an aggressive snore.
Italians snore aggressively. When my grandmother would snore, the whole house would breathe with her. It'll like air would be rushing into and out of her room.
And a heartbeat, like if your heart's beating fast, dodom dodom is kind of like in English, but in Korean it's dugan dugan, dugan dugan, dugan dugan. And you hear a lot of actual K-pop songs use that as kind of a cutesy way to say like, oh, my heart's fluttering, like dugan dugan, dugan dugan, dugan dugan he. Heart is fluttering.
I went to high school with a guy named Dugan, and he was like this really aggressive hockey player. Yeah, it would scare the shit out of me every
didn't
time
know
I see him.
his name
No, I would get scared when I see him. He was a short guy. His name was Dugan, but my heart would start beating fast because it works.
When you met Dugan, your heart Dugan.
Yeah, it went Dugan. 'Cause he kicked on the ice.
And in Italian, tatum? Is it tatum?
No, it's not tatum.
Oh.
It's tum tum.
Oh, tum tum.
Tum tum.
Tum, 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 tum. And finally, for some noises, we have a sniffing sound. So in English, we don't have like a sniff name or anything. It's just sniff. But in Korean, it's
What? Are you-
king king king. So your perfume smells so good. King 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 king. You're king king hang.
Yeah.
And in Italian, is it
That's just a verb to sniff. Fiutare. Fiutare.
pare? But they don't have like a.
I would,
King.
yeah, I would still make the sound. Or fiutare is, I don't know. Yeah, I'm stuck there. Okay.
Finally, let's get into some human noises.
If you are just sort of frustrated and annoyed and you're alone, my favorite sound to make is oofa.
Oofa.
Oofa, which means like ugh. Ugh. It's the word for ugh. Oofa. You say that when you're bored too. But if you're annoyed at somebody else and you want to get their attention, we love the word oh. It's kind of like a wolf howling. We go, oh! Oh, ma dove vai? Oh, ma te vuoi sbrigare? Something like that. What about Korean?
In Korean, if you're annoyed at someone and someone's doing something annoying, you say ya. Ya, Johnny ya. If you're just calling out for
The Korean teacher Ji Hyung would yell that at me all the time when she used to work in the office. She hated it.
Yes. And
Yes.
and if you are happy or you notice something really cool, in Korean you say wow, which is just like English wow, but we say wow. Oh, wow, 대단해. Like it's really cool. It's like interesting or new.
All right. Well, in Italian, we have a happy sound that we make when we see somebody, or if we're impressed. We want to get somebody's attention in a nice way. We say "way," like you're welcoming somebody. If Cheers, the show Cheers, were in Italian, that's what everybody would say. They'd say "way." But if you're getting their attention casually, this is very informal. You wouldn't yell this to anybody. Like if you see the Pope, you don't go "way, Papa." Don't do that. I mean, he secretly likes it, but other people will frown upon it.
So if you drop something, like if I drop my phone, 어머, 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 어머.
Oh. What's mo? Oh, mo.
어머, 어머.
Does it mean anything?
It's just something you say
It's
when.
just a noise?
Yeah, if you drop something or if you forgot something or if we bump into each 어머, 어머.
Okay.
저기요.
I think that sound oh is a good expression of surprise in most languages. So go with that. They'll know that you're surprised. So noises are important. They're the foundation of our language. It's like a direct line to our feelings. Oh, what do you guys say?
Wow.
What is that? Is that a duck? That's a goose. You're all wet. So thanks for joining us for this edition of I don't know what we're called. I like the word wizards, but that's
The word wizards.
We have to vote on that. It's only because we found a stick that looks like a wizard's.
Did you follow along with all our sounds that we made?
Yeah, look below, and I think we're gonna post some of the Korean and Italian words that we used or sounds, and if you have any from your native language that you'd like to add, we'd love to read them. But just make sure that they're weird and goofy and something that you can't easily look up. You know, like "way, ma te vuoi sbrigare?"
Until next time. 안녕.
Bye bye, arrivederci.